We're so excited that Iridium Certus is now commercially available to users around the world. We're here today to discuss the origins of Iridium Certus and the future of this advanced new service with some of the people involved in bringing it to life. We've had these on the table for a while and we've pointed to them and called that the BCX and this the SFX. Can somebody talk about the differences between these, but more from a customer perspective?
The BCX is the first one that we came out with. And this is going to be at the heart of all of the first generation of Iridium Certus terminals that you see on the market. These are going towards a lot of our broadband applications. These will be used in maritime, on vessels. This is going onto vehicles in the land mobile market. This will continue to be the engine for all of our higher end broadband products.
We changed the paradigm of how we build products. The BCX, we said we need to innovate on the antenna architecture. We need to give our world-class VAMs a chance to invent what they think is the right thing. And so we created the architecture that the BCX lives on. And now there's a huge team behind every one of our manufacturing partners to build products.
The SFX, at least in this variation, also has voice?
Also has voice. It has a lot of the same services, but think of it as a slightly scaled down. It won't go quite as fast on the speeds, can't support quite as many voice lines, but the power consumption is much lower, so you'll be able to put it in much more smaller form factors. Most of the applications, while this can support some of the smaller antennas, this is typically paired with a higher gain multi-element antenna. This one is designed to be optimized around smaller, low gain antennas. And again, this will be used in a lot more portable applications where this is used in a lot of fixed applications.
We had to develop a new controller to process all the data coming through the terminals, as well as create a whole new ecosystem for service providers to be able to get their data. Then we have manufacturing involved on the BCX, taking the BCX into production, and very soon taking the SFX into production. The GTO getting ready to support the service, network systems, getting the ANC and the gateway ready. The integration facilities, pulling all the different pieces together, making it real, and the list goes on and on. It's being a full team effort.
I think another aspect of the overhaul, or how we've done things in a new way with Certus, is also the way that we've involved some key service providers in the testing, and then in the confirmation that yes, the service is ready to go. And I think that's why we're so confident going forward, is like we have done a tremendous amount of testing. And now with what closes that loop? It's the SPs and the end users. And I think we've closed that loop now that we can say, yeah, we're pretty confident.
I'd say Iridium, it's satellites, but also the transceivers we build, they're always capable of doing more as we build out new services and new capabilities on them. What are we building out on this that's going to come in the next 12 to 18 months?
We're building on a lot of services. I mean, first we're looking to increase the speed, but we have a lot of other services coming that will impact both of them. But a lot of them will start here. So we'll be looking at providing secondary data flows. We'll be adding streaming data services. We have prepaid voice initially, but we'll be adding prepaid data coming up this year.
But really, these are platforms which allow IP to operate and IP data to operate, which means Iridium doesn't always have to be the company which defines and creates the service in our gateway. Our partners can do that as well.
Correct, and that's where some of these basic functions that we're launching with and going to be enhancing in the short run will hopefully enable that.
I think what's fascinating, and has happened time and time again, is we develop something, it goes out in the marketplace, and then these myriad of ideas and ways to implement that and innovate on it come back. And I think we'll see the same thing with here, that a year or 2 years from now we'll go like, geez, I never thought somebody could do X with that.